But I'm kind of curious to know what you think about the role that Concordia plays. I've been talking to many, not many yet, but yeah, a fair amount of people about what the institution is or has been to students, to Montreal, to Quebec, and I'm kind of wondering what your reflections are on that.
I've always thought Concordia is a leader in community, and both for students within the community and in its relations outside, much more than McGill. McGill has a whole other, up there. And I know he always, when people would compare themselves to McGill, and it always made me crazy. And I said, we're not McGill. We will never be McGill. We have many strengths that are much better than McGill. And I know at Marinopolis, I used to recommend to students because they all wanted to go to McGill. And I would say, as an undergraduate, go to Concordia. Concordia has a much better undergraduate experience. When you're a graduate student at McGill, the world is your oyster. But as an undergraduate, it's not the same. And I know students who've done both, and they agreed with me that Concordia is a motivator. I think it was, I don't know if it still is, willing to take risks to address issues, of importance. I mean, just, the Status of Women Office, the Indigenous report in whatever year that was, 1991, multiculturalism report around that time too. It was way ahead of other institutions on those things. And it came from, I think, the Sir George Williams roots of, it was sort of started as continuing education programs for people who worked. And that's stayed there. And Loyola, had the Jesuits. So it's an interesting, people always said that it wouldn't work bringing the two of them together because they were so different. And I know there were growing pains for many, many, many years. But I think it's sort of working.